So anyway, we're back with our movie reviews. Critters, the entire series.
You're gonna have to let me borrow
1,
that,
2,
by the way.
3, and 4. Okay.
You're gonna have to let me borrow that.
I haven't watched it since I bought it. I found it at Walmart.
$5 or
Yeah, something like that. And I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen this since I was a kid back in the early 90s.
and then if he watched it, remembered why he hadn't seen it since he was a kid.
No, it is very nostalgic.
That's all.
But I loved it.
They're not good movies. They're fun movies.
I binge watched it right after I bought it. Watched all 4 of them in one night.
They're like what, an hour and a half a piece?
Yeah, but
Roughly
still,
an hour, a little over an hour.
you know, it was meant to be a horror movie, but it's more of a.
So what is a critter?
Well, funny that you ask. They're these little alien creatures that bounty hunters are after. They're very vicious, cannibalistic. They become these spiky balls and they roll around. And,
Well, they're not. Are they spiky balls?
yeah,
They're more like furry balls.
furry spiky.
Furry.
Because they can.
So a mogwai on acid.
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah. And they can combine together to form a giant critter.
I remember that.
Yes. The Voltron of horror movies.
With your powers combined, I am Super Critter. Is that what they're actually called? Or do they actually give them a name?
I think they did give them a name. The bounty hunters gave them a name,
Okay.
but
That's
yeah.
important.
And of course we've got a little viewer peeking through the window there. My kid who's supposed to be in bed sleeping.
We have proof that you were asleep. You were right here. Tuesday, I think it's supposed to be bad.
But anyway, Critters.
Critters.
My brother and I first watched these movies. We were very young.
I didn't know there was 4 of them. I knew there was 2 of them. I didn't know there were 4 of them.
I thought they were all just one big movie because they pretty much are one big movie.
Are they? Do they
Yeah.
just kind of go one?
Yeah. My grandparents used to have HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, and all that, and so
I used to see them on USA's Up All Night.
yeah. So
this year.
whenever we were over at my
Or-
grandparents' house, we'd catch this. Always, never failed. It was always on one of the big 3, and we loved it. We loved the bounty hunter who could change his shape and become anyone, and I mean it was funny. It was kind of gory, but it was just, there's something about Critters. They aren't really good movies, but they're good bad movies. A lot better than Sharknado and all those.
Which I still haven't watched the sequel. I won't watch the
I do like the Sharknado movies, but I mean, I can't really say a whole lot about Critters because I mean the name says it all.
I can't help when I see Critters. I can't. First off, it should be noted that Critters 3 is Leonardo DiCaprio's first film.
This was
of the world.
This was pre-Growing Pains.
Yeah, but no, I can't. When I think of Critters, because they came out about the same time, I can't help but think of Ghoulies.
Yeah.
With the little guys coming out of the toilet. That was kind of.
I think of what was that? It had to do with Martians. There was a Martian who kind of resembled Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah, the
Space
Invaders.
Yeah, that was a great movie too.
That was their try of capitalizing on the Ninja Turtle craze. Is what that was. Now
But that was a great bad
features
movie.
on this thing. No, that's will trader alternate ending on each movie. So if you could find the 4 discs, you got a few features. For nostalgia reasons, you know, it'd be good to pick up, and you may see a somewhat of a cameo of a famous knife glove welding maniac of killer of 1,000 maniacs in here. If you remember the bounty hunter and the sees the Freddy cut a cardboard.
Oh yeah.
And he starts to turn into him, and they're like, no. I remember that scene.
And actually, this movie.
Because this is by New Line Cinema.
These movies were actually hinted at in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie when Raphael's walking past the movie
he went to go. He was seeing Critters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, another New Line Cinema movie.
Where did they come up with this stuff? Was his line.
There you go.
Yeah.
Which is really weird because if I remember correctly, the first one came out a few years before the Ninja Turtle movie. Critters came out in '86, Critters 2 '88, Critters 3 '91. So he would have had to have seen Critters 3 because Ninja Turtle movie came out in '89.
Yeah.
So,
what would you rate it?
Just for the nostalgia factor, I'll give it a nice 6.
I
have to rewatch the movies. It's been ages.
I mean, they are pretty good movies. I would probably give them an 8 for nostalgia. Maybe not for special effects or acting, but they are definitely 80s movies. You know, so for that alone, they deserve an 8. They were good. They were really good quality for the 80s. So coming up next, we've got. Did you notice? So far, Beatles.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened.
Coming up next, we've got game review, Infamous 1 and 2 for PS3.
Are we doing an action figure review?
If you want to, you can